Hello loves, I want to thank you so much for coming back to my channel today. If today is your first time, welcome. On today's episode, we are making one of my best potato dishes recipe, and this recipe is the creamy, cheesy potato scallop recipe. If you are interested, please keep watching and I'll show you how to do it. Remain blessed. Let's get started. So to begin with the recipe, the first thing we want to do is to peel off our potato skin. Make sure that the skin is completely peeled off, okay? So that's exactly what I'm doing here. So after I peel everything completely off, I'm just going to wash it and I'm ready to move it to the chopping board, and then I'm going to slice it into very thin slices. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. You want to make sure that you are slicing them pretty thin, okay? After I'm done, I'm going to show you one of the sliced potatoes. As you can see, it's pretty thin right now in diameter, so that's how you want it to be. I have soaked them in water in this bowl, and I'm going to move on to begin with the creamy, delicious sauce. So here are the simple ingredients you are going to need, and I want to believe that most of these ingredients will probably be in your fridge, okay? So I'm using the flour, the bacon bits, the milk, everything that you see here is going to go inside the sauce. So the first thing we want to do now is to go ahead and melt the butter. Melt it completely. By the way, you don't have to worry because I'm going to leave everything in the description box, okay? Second, we are going to add our minced garlic. Add that and let it cook for about 3 minutes. Give it a nice gentle stir. Make sure that it's nicely incorporated with the butter or the melted butter, and then just allow it to cook, okay? Additionally, we are adding our minced or diced onions. Allow it to cook nicely for about another 3 minutes. And now I'm adding my 8 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, and the purpose of this flour is to thicken the sauce. So give it a nice gentle stir to create a roux, okay? So we're gonna allow the roux to cook for about 5 minutes. Now about 5 minutes, I'm adding 1.5 cups of my whole milk, fresh milk. Mix it completely. I'm going to be using my whisk because this is not doing the job. So use your whisk to mix it and make sure that everything has dissolved nicely with the milk, okay? Here I'm just going to allow it to cook until it thickens up. Obviously, you have seen that it has thickened up, so I'm adding my paprika, black pepper and salt to flavor the sauce. You want to make sure that your creamy sauce is nicely flavored, okay? And at this point, I'm just going to give it a nice gentle stir. Make sure that everything is nicely incorporated. So the next thing I'll be adding to this amazing sauce will be my cheeses. I'll be adding my mozzarella cheese, about half a cup of it, and I'll also add my mixed cheeses, and then just have it cook with the sauce. I want it to be really cheesy and nice. The whole purpose is to make sure that the potatoes are cheesy and creamy, and it will just completely melt in your mouth. So I want to flavor this creamy sauce with my bacon bits, okay? It takes the sauce to a whole new level, and that's what we are looking for. So that's exactly what I did. Just give it a nice gentle stir and make sure that it cooks for an additional 5 minutes, and you are good to go. You can just set it aside. Look at how creamy and cheesy it is. Have you seen that? Okay, that's what we are looking for. So at this point, I have already greased my baking dish, and I want to baste the baking dish with a little bit of the sauce. And now I'm going to arrange the potatoes or the sliced scallops inside the baking dish. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. So go ahead and arrange everything neatly and nicely. I'm going to make it in layers, so this is the first layer. After this layer is done, I'm going to top it up with the sauce again and with the cheese until it's completely done, and then I'm ready to place it inside the oven. Here I have my oven. I have preheated the oven and I have it on about 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm going to bake it for about 40 minutes to 50 minutes or until it's completely cooked, and then I'll take it out. So like I said, I'm just creating a layer. So this is my first layer. I'm going to add the second layer and then we are good to go. Okay. I'm going to cover it up with my foil paper, and inside the oven it goes. Look at that. Now after 40 minutes, our dish is ready. It's creamy. Just take a look at it. I hope you'll be able to give this recipe a try. Over here, I'm eating it with my delicious baked ribs, and also I sauteed some cabbage on the side. If you don't like what I did on the side, you can always come up with your own, okay? But this potato recipe, you have to give it a try. Once again, I want to thank you so much for coming by. Please do not forget to share, to subscribe, and also to like this recipe. Thank you so much. May God richly bless you. Potato scalloped recipe with bacon bits. Until next time, may God richly bless you. Bye for now.